welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. We're gonna talk about knitting. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm gonna be rusty, but we'll get through it together. I have a lot to show you. I haven't podcasted this year yet. Our family was going through a lot, and I'm finally at a place where I feel I can do this again. So that's really exciting. I've missed all of you so much, and the connections that we made, and hearing about what your comments and what you're making. And even though I haven't been on here, I have been knitting and crocheting. So I have a lot to show you, and we're gonna have a good time. I don't even think I said who I am. I'm Tracy from GrizzlieKnits, and this is my knitting podcast. And let's get going, because there's a lot to talk about. You can find me on Instagram as GrizzlieKnits, and the same with Ravelry. And my Ravelry isn't too up to date, but hopefully I can get back at it and everything will be changing for the good. Okay, so obviously I've made a lot since we last spoke, but I picked some things that I do want to show you and talk about quickly. So I have four, maybe a little more, a few more finished objects that I have made since we last spoke. So one of my favorite finished objects I am wearing, it is called, because it's been so long, I tried to keep some good notes. This is called the Elah Cardigan, E-L-A-H. I will put a picture of it right here so you can see it, and I'll try to stand up a little bit just so you can see it. If I said I wear this like 4 times a week, I would be telling you the truth. It is one of my favorite things I've ever made. The pattern is by Isabell Kraemer, and I started it March 18th and I finished it May. And you will notice that I did not do it full. I made it kind of elbow length. And I think that's why I'm wearing it so much, because it's just so nice to throw on. Even now, even when it's really hot out, I've been bringing it with me, and when there's air conditioning, it's just so perfect. So I made it out of some old stash yarn, Knit Crate, Audine Wool's Harmony. And Knit Crate is no longer, which is, quite sad, but I think I don't have much left now. So I think this is one of the last to go. I did follow the pattern. It's a really interesting construction, really well done. I did not like how the sleeves looked on me. So I did do the sleeves, and I found them just a little bit too big, no matter how I modified them. So then I got the idea, why don't I just do a little bit of a sleeve and do a ribbing? And I think that I'm gonna do this again because it worked out so well. So that's it. I've been setting up a little knitting journal like this. I've been really enjoying it. Not like anything too fancy, but it really keeps me organized. And I've been cutting out the little picture that the pattern comes with, and then a little bit of the yarn and a few little embellishments, and been really enjoying that. Okay, so this is like my favorite thing. Another thing I made, I wanted to show you, that I have also really been wearing and enjoying, is my first crochet garment. So let me take this off and put this on. And again, I made it kind of elbow length, and I'm just wearing it. I mean, I guess I won't be wearing it when the snow starts, but I'm loving it now. So let me just stand up so you can see this. So again, it is it just feels good, and it's easy to put on and take with you, and it's just been amazing. So I wouldn't say I'm new to crochet, but I'm just not very great at it for some reason. I have, it's not knitting, people. It's not knitting, but I like it. And I like what I see out there, and you know, just have to keep practicing. Anyway, this is called the Easy Lace Cardi crochet pattern. I'm thinking it's a paid for pattern. The Isabell Kraemer for sure was paid for. I'm pretty sure this was. It's by Hooked on Homemade Happiness. I started it April 26th and finished it May 21st. So crochet is definitely quicker game. So this was from Old Stash too. It's the Mighty Stitch Worsted Weight by Knit Picks. It took 3 balls, which is not a lot, and each ball was 208 yards, and the colorway is bark. I don't know if they sell this anymore. I used a 5mm hook. I think that's what the pattern calls for. Oh, this was interesting. I usually make, I'm pretty small, so I usually make like a smaller medium size, but I made a large in this. So I don't know if I'm just a tight crocheter or I just didn't want it as tight, but it's still pretty tight. Like, not tight, but it's, you know, how I like it though. But it's not like an oversized. What else? Oh, I stopped to make short sleeves. So the pattern does have long sleeves. And that's about it in my cute little picture right here. And yeah, I really liked it. I got it, which was amazing. So I would love to make more crocheted little things like this. All right, what else do we have? Of course we have socks, because why wouldn't we have socks? So I didn't make too many socks. The first one I made, I started in April and I finished in June. It's the Mahogany Run Socks by Kayla Litton. I've noticed something about myself. I start off strong with the pattern and then I'm like, okay, I've had enough. So that's exactly what I did here. But they're cute little shorties. And yeah, that's about it. I think I just use scraps from other projects. So I'm not really sure what they are. I think this is Sweet Sparrow that I got in an advent a couple of years ago. But yeah, they're just plain old socks, but I really like them. I did the pop-up color, which Crazy Sock Lady has a video for, which is nice and easy, and it just adds such cuteness to the socks. So these are all ready for me when the weather finally cools down, because it is extremely hot here. Did I even say where I was from? Can't remember. Okay, I'm from Toronto, Canada, and it is hot, 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 hot. And in a few months, I'll be complaining that it's freezing. So that's how we roll. Okay, more socks. The other pair that I got through are just, I don't even have them on my blockers, but I think I can still show, just a pair of plain vanilla. So I made these. I did a sock swap years and years and years ago. And I want to say Susan from Ireland, she had a podcast, but I can't remember what it was called and if she still has it. Anyway, this was the color I got sent, and on it just said Advent Sparkles. Wait a minute, do I have the company? Oh, I do. Felt Fusion. I don't know. I haven't heard of them before. And I just did some gray. I did a little pop of color again up at the top, some gray, and you know, nothing special. You'll see in a minute how I do knit my socks. I have a favorite way, and these are just 56 stitches, and I did a 60 leg, heel flap gusset, and then rounded toe. That's it. So those are my 2 pairs of socks that I finished. And then I was like, after I made this, I was on such a crochet train. I just wanted to do more crochet and get better at crochet. And I made 2 baby blankets, which I'm going to show you. So the first one is this cutie. I'll show it like this. And this is just, oh, I don't see when I started it, but I finished it in July. And it is just a granny square that I just kept going and made bigger and bigger and bigger. The yarn is really what makes it special. It is from Michael's Loops and Thread, and it is called Clay Ombre. So it's a color changing yarn, which is so much fun to do in crochet and in these little blankets. I did add in like off-white scrap color that I had lying around, just to break it up a bit. And then for the border, I wanted to do a bubble border. So if you can see, I just went around and did single crochet. And then this bubble border, I wrote it down. It's just a double crochet 5 times in the same stitch. And then you just single crochet in that same stitch. And then you single crochet 3 stitches across. That's it. And you just keep on doing it. I think I just YouTube bubble border and did it like that. And I just thought it looked cute, something different. So that was the first one. And then the second one was a little more challenging, but yet fun. It is called the Granny Ripple Blanket by Staci Perry, and it is free on Ravelry, and this is it. This was more challenging for someone like me, but I think I did okay. Like, I'd give this. For me, I always have to like keep looking at that edge. Is it straight? Because sometimes I'd look and it'd be like, whoa, what happened there? And I just added a stitch or something weird. But she explains it well, and once you get the hang of it, it's good. It's really good. So I started this June 15th and I finished it July 24th. And I used Loops and Threads acrylic from Michael's, and it's just all scraps from other projects. So I don't even know what all of them are. There's some white tweed in there, some gray tweed. It's got like little flecks. I just kind of put colors together I thought were nice. So I have 2 baby blankets for no reason. Just sitting, waiting one day for something to happen. Not for me, just, oh yeah, just in the future. It's nice to have a little stack. Okay, and it's also, for me, it's really good practice for crochet because I'm not like taking on a huge project, although I did, and I will be showing you that too. But yeah, it's just good practice. Okay. So that is, I think, all I'm going to say about finished projects. I do have one more, which I can talk about now. I bought a book called No Sew Mini Amigurumi, and I had watched this young girl, Jenna Tatu, on YouTube, and she's a lot of fun, and she's full of energy, and she writes patterns for these little stuffies, but she writes them with the big chunky blanket yarn. So when she came out with this, I wanted to support her, and I ordered this book. So it's very, very cute. There's lots of very cute animals in it, and they work up very quickly. So, you know, if you're in need of a present, and you have like an hour, honestly, like, cause you're using that chunky yarn and it's crochet and it's no-sew, then you can whip out things very quickly. So, again, I'm pretty new to this life. So I just kind of randomly picked the jellyfish. So here's a picture of their jellyfish. Let me just, so you don't see, there we go. So cute. And mine, this is my jellyfish, which is, she's cute. Now, you know, it's good practice learning how to go in the round and everything. I put in some little cute safety eyes. For some reason, my like legs don't curl like hers, and I really didn't have the patience to look it up on YouTube what I'm doing wrong. But I just did it, and it's cute. I don't know what I'm doing with it. It was hanging before. It's just cute. And again, this blanket yarn, if you buy it, it's like a chenille. I forget the company. It's just from Michael's, but this one I have made so much from it. So you get so much for your money when you make these little creatures. So it's a very cute book, and I will be making some more cute little things. So, you know, it just makes kind of a nice gift if you put a blanket and one of these little cute stuffies. Anyway, so that was that. All right, now we're gonna go into works in progress and see what am I working on right now. So let's start. I'm just gonna randomly, this is my cute, the kitchen sink shop bag. I love her. I have a lot of her bags. Okay, I started this a while ago, and I don't even know if I have the date of it, but I will put a picture up right there. It is called the Dustland Skinny Scarf by Stephen West. So I had, where's my thing? I had yarn left over from this, my favorite, and I decided to use it for this little scarf. So here it is so far. It is a highly textured scarf. You can see each section is a different texture, and it is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'll put this where I am now. And yeah, following the pattern. We're like Stephen West tells me to. Exactly, no changes. I don't need to change Stephen West. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I'm at my decreases now. So it'll be, I'm at the halfway point. Certainly don't need a scarf right now. So I think future me will be very happy with it. And that's it. Not much to say about it, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm happy to work on it. And I'll be happy when it's done. So that's something I'm actively working on. Next, what can I show you next? I am working on a new top, which I just started because I've started it 3 times. And it's mostly because I haven't liked the yarn that I chose. And I'm like 90% happy with this yarn, but there's still a little bit of me that's doubting. I saw this pattern, I'll put it up here, by Tiff Nelan called Wildflowers. And I really liked it. But for some reason, I'm just making really bad choices with the yarn. I don't know why. I don't know what's gotten into me. So let's hope third time's a charm. It's in my Noble Character Craft bag that I love. And the yarn, oh, I can't even remember when this was. I did have a few, I joined Lichen and Lace. She's a dyer out in New Brunswick. And she has a sock train. It's a subscription yarn. You get one in the mail every month. And I did it for a few months and it was really, really nice. So this is one of hers. And it's just very, very beautiful. It's called Potting Shed, which I thought was cute with what the pattern Wildflowers. And I just started it yesterday again. So like you start off with a provisional cast on, which it looks pretty in the blue actually. And I have a little progress keeper that I made right there. I'll put that here. And I don't know what to say. Like, wish me luck. I don't know what's going on with my choices. Maybe just my head's all over the place. I don't know. I'm hoping this works. So see now I'm like, it looks a little busy. So I am not gonna have enough yarn because I only have one. So then I thought, and tell me what you think. I have a couple of balls of Flora drops just in this off-white, and I thought that might look nice. So maybe the plan will be, I'm gonna use this as much as I can, then fade, well, not fade, you can't really fade with two colors, but kind of blend this into it and then make this the ribbing for the neck and the sleeves. I don't know. I think honestly, I'm just overthinking everything and just do it. Just do it. Like, what's the big deal? It's pretty. I wear short sleeves all year round with sweaters, so I'm not worried about, you know, not getting wear out of it because we're heading into fall. And also in Canada, it's super hot in September for some odd reason. It's very hot. And then it starts cooling down in October and then very quickly turns. But yeah, I wear tank tops all year round with sweaters. I wear t-shirts with sweaters. So anyway, we'll see. I'm hoping, I think I need to just like commit that I'm making this and that's the end of the story. Anyway, you'll check back in 2 weeks and see how I am with that. Okay, so those are the two big things I'm trying to get done. I did accept a test knit. Well, not accept, I applied and I got in, and it's an exciting one because it's her first. So Elah from Fiberbound, she's an Australian podcaster and now designer, and she's super sweet. And she wrote her first design called the Seroto Socks. I'll put a picture up here of what they're gonna look like. She doesn't mind. She wants us to talk about it. And I'm just following exactly because it's a test knit. But I'm really enjoying it. So I'm doing the size small, which is the 56 stitches. And I wanted to show you so far how I'm doing and how I do socks, my favorite way. So these are them. And you can see the beautiful texture. So the yarn, well, first of all, I'm keeping it in my Sweet Comfort Designs bag from Bobby from Inspired Knitting Podcast. She used to make bags. I don't think she's making bags anymore, but I love my little bag. Again, this was from the sock train that I I did earlier in the year, Lichen and Lace again, and it's called Fog Bow. It's so pretty. Let me show you the ball. Really nice. So I did a little pop of color, more than a little. I did quite a few rows with this scrap. Thought it looked nice. And now think I'm just gonna do the whole sock in the Fog Bow, and then maybe at the toe bring in the pink again. We'll see, because I'm really, oh, this is beautiful. What is this? This is organic merino, 80% and 20% recycled nylon. It is so soft and like plump feeling, like really nice. So here it is. It's a nice squishy sock. The test knit goes till August 21st. And so, you know, I think she would like to get this pattern out by the end of August. Yeah, and it's great. So there it is. Okay, so look for that pattern and I'll talk more about it next time. Oh, and this is how I do my socks. 2 at a time on 2 needles. So I don't usually do magic loop. I do 2, I think these are like what, 13 inch, 14 inch needles, 15 inch, I don't know exactly. And a little hint, I have 2 sets and I do 2 different colors. So it's very, very hard to see, but this is like a slight blue and this is a wood. And what I do is, so I match, so I know that I'm doing the right one. I just quickly make sure that my blue is matching my blue when I knit the front, and then when I knit the back, the wood is matching the wood. And that's just to help me not get confused. Yeah, I love doing 2 at a time socks because you never have to worry that one is longer than the other. And you also, I never get like second sock syndrome, which I get. If I do one at a time, I'm like, oh, now I gotta do the other one. So I don't get it like this. I like feel like I'm really making progress. And at the end, you feel so good. You're like, you have a pair of socks right away. Anyway, love that. So that is my test knit. And one more thing I wanted to show you is I started, which is crazy for the heat we're having, I started like the heaviest Afghan known to man. So years ago, I had an Etsy shop and I sold hats and scarves and cows and hand warmers. And it was all by this yarn. I only use this yarn. It's super bulky. Got it from Michael's. It is Lion brand, quick and thick. And it is really nice yarn, really nice, but it is like very, very thick. So I have a lot left, but I have like a lot of odd balls left. So let me show you. It's gonna be a bit hard to show you, but I have this and then some. Not a lot, but you know, like everything is kind of just crazy, but all the colors look kind of nice together because I did have a bit of a, you know, natural looking vibe to my shop. So I am making a granny square blanket. So this is what my granny square looks like. I'm using an 8mm hook, and these work up super fast. You can guess how fast. So here's another one, and I'm just kind of randomly picking my colors. And then I started thinking, how am I sewing all these together? I'm not crocheting them together. Not for no real reason, just not really feeling it. So I got, isn't it funny when you want to get rid of yarn, somehow you end up buying yarn for the project that you were wanting to get rid of yarn for. Maybe it's just me, but I needed a lot of trim color, like to do the sewing and stuff, and I didn't have. So I got this from Walmart. It's a recycled, it's called Respun Thick and Quick. Super affordable. I think this whole thing was $10 Canadian, and it's recycled polyester. And it's very, very soft. So it goes well with this yarn, and I'll show you what I'm thinking. So I had 4 squares made up, and I did a single crochet border, and then I'm just whip stitching that like this. So, I mean, this is gonna be super, super warm and thick with holes, which is kind of funny, but I don't know. I did block this. I wanted to see if I liked it blocked, and it's very nice blocked because it does have wool in it. So I like the look of that. So maybe like 4 at a time, I'll just do it all together and then block it. That'll be my little routine for this blanket. Yeah, it's coming along. I think it's gonna be just nice and pretty, and if I use up all that, I will be so happy because it takes up a lot of room, the chunky yarn too. So I did want to add that I found my dream granny square tutorial. I've been looking for the perfect granny square, and I came across, her name is Bee Hooked Crochet, and funny enough, the tutorial's called Crochet a Perfect Granny Square, and it was perfect. I loved it. I don't think I'll ever use another one. She just, I wouldn't say she does things like, dramatically different, but she doesn't do as many chains as the other ones that I've used between these, and it's just very good. Go check her out and go see the tutorial and see if you like granny squares and see what you think about that, because I loved it. Anyway, enough about the chunky. I have not felt like working on this too. I would say in a week or maybe even 2 weeks, because I've just been so hot and I don't know. But I think I want to get back into it because it would be nice to have this done. I have a few other blankets on the go, but I'm not motivated to work on them right now. So I thought, okay, just one blanket at a time. Maybe there's just too many blankets in your head. So maybe this will be the blanket, and we'll see how far we can get by the end of the year. That would be very, very nice. Okay, I think that's about it. I've talked for quite a while about everything, and I hope everyone is doing okay. And I'd love to hear about what you're working on. And I've been watching quite a few videos about fall plans, and that got me thinking. I don't really have too many fall plans. I'd like some fall plans, but I think right now I'm just going to try to finish that Dustland scarf and the wildflower tee, work on the Afghan, and finish the test knit. I feel like that's all the space in my brain that I can handle at the moment. and we'll take it from there, because of course my Ravelry list is like in the hundreds because I want to make everything. So I need to slow down and I need to focus on what I have and finish what I have. That's the big lesson. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate that a lot. And hopefully this is, you know, gonna be every other week thing, so I can show you what I've been doing and hear what you've been doing. And I hope this works out. So have a great couple of weeks and I will see you soon. Thank you.